Caliendo joins us now to discuss it. So first off, what does the Department of Education do, and can Trump actually dismantle it?
Both good questions. Look, the most people, I think, when they think of the Department of Education, or when they think of education generally, they think about kindergarten through 12th grade. And really, the Department of Education doesn't have a lot to do there with respect to direct funding. They do, under Title I, provide some resources to students in need into districts in particular that are underserved. But really what we think about them with K through 12 is civil rights protections, students with disabilities, 504 plans, for instance. It's all administered from the Department of Education. They do much more with colleges. They underwrite and guarantee student loans. They provide the Pell Grant, which is grants for students in need to attend colleges all across the country. And so it's going to be a disproportionate impact on colleges and universities. Your question about whether he can do it, I'm going to give you the most professor answer I can think of, which is you ask me a yes or no. The answer is there's three choices. One is no. Congress created it. Only Congress can get rid of it. That's one easy answer. The second answer is, well, no, he can't get rid of it, but he could starve it. That is, refuse to fund it, in which case it ceases to exist meaningfully. And third, the answer is, well, he probably can't even do that either, because under the Impoundment Control Act of 1974, he really can't not spend what Congress appropriates unless he's very clear in a message back to Congress the reasons why he's choosing not to spend that money. But as you know, the work from Elon Musk and Donald Trump's mandate has said that he's been doing that for the last 5 weeks. So whether or not that's legal or not is going to be up to the courts to decide.
Keep the professor hat on for this question, too. It's one many people have, including people in the party, the very party. Why do Republicans want to abolish this department?
You're right that it's been controversial for a long time. I remember when Bob Dole was running for president in 1996, he talked about abolishing the Department of Education. But there's been a lot of a lot of years of Republican presidents, lots of Republican control of both houses of Congress since then, and it's never happened. And the reason it's not happened is because it's a very important element of the way we do education in the United States. It's not very big. It's not particularly expensive. But Republicans find it to be symbolic of sort of a top-down or centralized view of government that they reject. They want government that's closer to the people, more for the states and the local governments. And of course, with K through 12, that's disproportionately where control of schools is housed at the state and local level.
Well, let me ask you this. It's regarding student loans. One of the Education Department's functions is to underwrite them. So will borrowers still have to repay those loans? How does that work if the department is dismantled?
I wish I could give you a good answer, Don. Look, I'm sure that people aren't going to get out of repaying their loans for that reason. Remember, the loans aren't given by the government. The government guarantees the loans, but they're private banks that actually loaned out the money, and they're going to want to get their money back or some portion of their money back under the agreements that people signed when they took out the loans. The federal government is involved in keeping interest rates very low on those loans to make them accessible and relatively affordable for students to borrow money to attend college. But it's not government money that comes to students, except for with respect to Pell Grants, and those don't need to be repaid anyway.
All right, Professor Caliendo, thanks as always for schooling us.
It's great to see you.